The white man has created.
I'm talking about one nation.
We're talking about an already established plan that the white man has created.
We're talking about one nation.
This is the same thing.
Of all black people on
This is the Steams Conference. This is the Steams Conference. I'm gonna let off some steam.
Oh shit. What's gonna put black people where they need to be? Start with you, my brother.
Unity.
All right.
Because we got every damn thing.
The whole thing that we had to understand. See, we going off of this Garvey notion that that black people will be healed as soon as we get into a situation that we're independent.
Yeah.
But how are you really independent when you're on somebody else's soil? How are you? You know what I'm saying? So this is my conflict with the Moors. My conflict with the Moors was, should we just adopt, even if I don't adopt myself as a Moor, religiously, should I adopt myself nationally as a Moor? And just say, yeah, I'm a Moor because y'all had treaties going already.
Right.
But if I do that, I sacrifice a little bit of myself. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that I'm not actually a Moor. I never have been a Turk. You know what I'm saying? Because we had Turk Moors. We have all of these other nationality Moors that came out of Islam. You know what I'm saying? I've never been in Islam. So I kind of like sacrifice a little bit of myself by calling myself a Moor. But these are the people that had treaties with the goddamn devil that has us here. So now that we on the devil's soil, what can we actually do? Now, the brother, the great brother, Marcus Garvey, the Messiah, Marcus Garvey, he said that he was going to lead us back into the promised land, into our motherland. But our motherland is raped. Our motherland has been raped. It's been defiled by all of these other, you know what I'm saying? This is the same way we just had this French bombing. You know what I'm saying? We just had this French bombing, you know what I'm saying? But these same French people are raping our motherland. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
It's these same people that have, these French people that have provinces in our motherland that they have to pay taxes to France for damn near ever. You know what I'm saying? Even in Haiti.
Still doing it to
even
this day.
In Haiti. Haiti gotta pay taxes for 150 years already. And now they have to pay taxes for another century.
So do you think black people should worry? So do you think black people should worry about France being bombed?
Hell
no. That's some trickery.
They never worried about any of it.
I believe
trickery.
I never worried about it.
That's that old Uncle Tom shit, having motherfucking sympathy for the enemy. You know what I'm saying? We understand it's been a loss of life and all that shit. You know, but what about what was going on in Kenya? See, you don't hear about that type of shit. Or like what was going on in Mali, you know, or what's going on every goddamn day in them diamond mines in Somalia. See, even like the shit that they make it look like they hijacking the shit. They you know, they getting their shit back.
Massive.
You gotta think about it. They come over there, hold them down by gun and army, take their shit, ship it out on the boat, and they go back and get their shit. That's all that is. They ain't hijacking nothing. If somebody come steal your car, you chase the motherfucker down, is you hijacking your car back? Right.
But anyway, nationalism, black nationalism is the only solution for black people, especially in this land. And so one of the steps I believe that we can do is stop identifying this as the enemy soil.
Yes.
Right?
There you go.
In a sense, knowing that we're aiming to not adopt the Moors' philosophy or standards of nationalism, but use our own ingenuity and creativity
to
refine
can't get with the Moors because they on some existing with the motherfuckers.
Yeah.
We can't exist with them. It's been
We're
proven.
We're in the need of a fundamental revolution of our consciousness, of our
It's even
psyche.
shown, man, that we are better people when we left the fuck alone. Period.
You know what I'm talking about?
We are to ourselves. Ain't nobody
if
fucking
we
us.
set
We are
the shit
better
up.
people. We can't sit here and be no.
And then establish
Say it again.
if we don't set it up.
So do y'all think we Moors?
If we don't set it up, then we're doomed.
So
whose land?
If you using the definition, now I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. The only way I'm a Moor is if you using the definition as black, because Moors always been known as black. So if you using it as a definition of idealizing me as black, I can accept being a Moor. But far as they teaching their idealism,
consciousness,
getting with laws and
So what's holding black people back then from
Sounds
today?
good. I'm gonna tell you
Disbelief,
what's
holding
I'll tell you exactly what's holding black people back. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you know what I'm saying? Minutes meets my auntie. You know what I'm saying? Juice from that to my people. The thing that is holding black people back is that we don't have land. We don't have land.
That's what I'm saying.
We don't get land, man. We ain't get land. We ain't get military.
Nothing.
How are you militant without military?
How did you gain the military? So how did you gain the military?
You have to become producers to be able to buy the
by these
military.
same shooters. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I got a shooter on Infamil.
The power is in
You
the
know what I'm saying?
organized
Like, you know what I'm saying? My shooter's so young, I got a shooter on Infamil. You know what I mean? On some real shit. You know what I'm saying? I got shooters young out here. They ready. They ready for war. I got, man, my son, my own son. He ready for war. I got shooters on Infamil, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I want to put him out here in the front line because I have to be on the front line before he is, right? You know what I'm saying? No matter how deep my mind goes and no matter how smart, you know what I'm saying, or how much I can research, I got to be on the front line before my son. You know what I'm saying? So even though if I know he a shooter, I'm not going to put him out before me. You know what I'm saying? This is when we get to the understanding. You know what I'm saying? Like I told my brother earlier, you know what I'm saying, of Ubuntu. You know what I'm saying? Because I am, therefore we are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we are, therefore I am. There is no separation between us.
Something I want to add to that army thing, though. You know what I'm saying? And with having an army, you got to break down the characteristics of what an army is. You know what I'm saying? When they all hit that motherfucking field, they got one goal in mind. You know what I'm saying? That shoot whatever in sight that's either the enemy, look like the enemy, or shooting at you. That's number one. So to have an army, you need organization.
Yeah.
What's the building block of organization? Unity.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? What's the building block of unity? A plan.
Hey, I don't know what
So you need all these things.
Y'all good
you know
here.
what I'm saying? to formulate
Y'all
the
good
military.
here.
And we had none of that. We not organized. That's why we wonder why certain avenues, as far as like how the brother said we don't have the land. You know what I'm saying? That's very true. But we not organized to get no motherfucker.
There it is.
No,
Right.
look.
And
You know what
also,
I'm saying? It takes more than money. That's what motherfuckers
Go
don't understand either. It takes more than money.
That's
right.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta have an organization to do any goddamn thing. Like the
And
media.
will and determination.
Right.
like
community,
Go ahead, I'm
community
sorry,
is communing in unity and shit, which comes with that organization.
Common unity.
The power, common unity is the power is in organized masses. But he was talking about his son. I wanted to speak to that point. We also have to consider about establishing the rites of passage of what a man is.
Right, yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
because if there's no collective or universal rites of passage or standard code of conduct established,
Then the gangs end up doing it.
then exactly.
Gangs
Then there's no accountability.
TV.
Rap video.
There's no accountability.
The music.
Right? So we can't point to our brothers and be like he's the problem. He's the problem. We have to solve our own problems, and then through our example, we establish the new code of conduct, and then begin to birth babies in purpose of fulfilling it, raising them into those ranks, those rites of passage. Because we study ancient, indigenous people, ancient Ethiopian. The son, he didn't become a man until he fucking killed a male lion with a spear. So until you kill a male lion with a spear, you're not a man. You know what I'm talking about? And so from birth, you're being trained to accomplish that fact. Right? Because if you could kill a male lion with a spear, then you could protect your woman and child.
Exactly. Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Right? So we must put that on the forefront because that's something that we can do. That's something easy that we can do.
So what do y'all see black people in the next 5 years?
Next 5 years.
In America.
A utopian society already in sight and vision, and the collective organization leveraging the information tools, resources that are available in the 21st century to socially, economically, politically advance the collective race.
Hold on.
Okay. That's what
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this to answer that question. I'm gonna brothers.
Let me say this. If we all stick to the Claude Anderson plan, we can do it in 3 years.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Period.
Powernomics.
Period.
Powernomics.
Because Claude Anderson brought.
What was Claude Anderson's plan, brother?
I don't know. It's just a basic economic plan. Dr. Claude Anderson is the person who wrote Affirmative Action. Go in Nandi's and look at his book. It's called Powernomics.
Yeah, Powernomics, bro. I got like the whole philosophy of 7 years of sweat, born royalty, and the strategies, tactics, and processes, and the 23-step plan that we have to advance the race. It's called 7 years of sweat, 7 years of sweat equity, because, like he said, within 3 years, but given the condition of our people, it's gonna. That's why we say 7.
Right.
But the power of Claude Anderson, what he brought to our consciousness is that racism. He broke down the real true meaning of racism. Because if I say, "Hey, brother, let's race," to that light post, hey, that's a competitive relationship between you and me. Yes. It's me versus you. Whoever gets there first wins. And then if we also look at race in the dictionary, it's going to define people by their nationality or pigmentation or color. So that's 2 definitions of race. None of those have to do with bigotry, hatred, or prejudice, right? So when we say racism, that's the competitive relationship between groups of people, right? Competing for
racism is power
times
economics.
Exactly, power times economics. So the competitive relationship between groups of people competing for power, wealth, control over the government, resources, privileges, and luxuries. So if we look at every other race of men in the world, they are competing in the global market, the global economy for the wealth, power, control, government, privileges, resources, except for
because all of the resources come from Africa.
So let me ask y'all this.
It's a fallacy.
Exactly.
Hold on, real quick, it's a fallacy because all of the resources come from Africa. You know what I'm saying? Now, we talking about the Claude Anderson plan. We sitting there talking about integration. We're talking about integration. We talking about integration.
I'm not talking about integration.
No. This is what.
We ain't talking about integration.
You know why we're talking about integration?
We're talking about nationalism.
We're talking about nationalism on an already established plan that the white man has created.
I'm talking about one nation.
We're talking about an already established plan that the white man has created.
We're talking about one nation.
This is the same thing
of all black people on earth.
This is the STEAMS conference. This is the STEAMS conference. I'm gonna let off some steam. That's why to answer your question about where we at in 5 years, man, and I'm gonna be honest with you. If we don't have no serious spunk or no serious people unity, it's over. Because I'm gonna tell you just like this, we already in the motherfucking compromise situation. That's why, far as getting it here, to me, we can't do it. That's why to me, my whole thing is we gotta usurp this bitch. We gotta usurp this bitch. You know, now if we get something going, the motherfuckers want to stay here and do something, okay, but the headquarters can't be. Okay, all right. Because we under siege. And how I'm looking at it, no matter what we do, just like they do every day, they're gonna create some bullshit law we gotta abide by that's gonna throw the whole shit we building on.
That's
right.
So
we gotta go somewhere. And you set me up for me to kill it. All right. Okay.
Legal don't mean
now.
Exactly.
If we're going off the legal standards, right?
Went inside.
All right, peace, brother. All right, look. If we're going off the legal standards, off of the goddamn white man in the first damn thing, we do. What the hell are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Are we integrationalists? We sitting there saying we got to do everything correct so we can establish business and. Set your finicky ass down. Right. with that bullshit.
With that bullshit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Look, only way we gonna sit up there and create or reestablish who we had is to fucking destroy these motherfuckers.
True that.
We have to take this shit out.
True that.
Yeah.
This shit is established, and we have to sit up there and say, like, yeah, we gonna own our shit. You know what I'm saying? Black people don't own enough shit.
That's right.
Black people don't own enough shit. But we own this shit on their fucking land because you gotta pay taxes on that motherfucker.
Right. So what the
And
fuck
if you really
own?
look into the, and if you, but if you really look into the paperwork, but if you really look into how they set up paperwork, though, you don't even own the shit you think you own.
Yeah, exactly.
So I mean, you gotta. I mean, it's all a game at the end of the day. So that's why I said, as far as setting something up here, what we gonna do 5 years in here is nothing if we don't get no unity. As far as setting something up somewhere where we gonna be comfortable.
Exactly.
We gotta come together. You know what I'm saying? Put our shit together and say, hey, where can we take this where this shit gonna help us and us only?
And that's how help us. It'll help us. We still have to
Today's
integrate.
Israel was not the Jews' first home.
You
know what I'm saying?
How I am, as far as here, it's over. That's why I say we.
The best place
Even
for
there,
Jews
even there,
for them
look
to
what
have
they did,
been
though.
Oh no, I'm
was
with that. I'm with that. But when I'm talking about,
They should've kept
I'm
their
with
ass
that.
there.
Look. They got shit set up. They got shit set up.
I know. This is my ideology of it, though.
Have the turmoil that
I feel our chances are
in
greater
the
there
so-called Middle East.
Here.
Because there's no such thing as
we gonna have to fight the
Middle
war
East.
regardless.
Right.
We already fight.
Right.
We just don't. A lot of us is sleep on the fact. Hold on. A lot of us is sleep on the fact that we fight.
that.
We gonna fight. We gotta get our goddamn.
You know what I'm saying?
We gonna have to fight the war.
Them Jews should have stayed in Barbados. That's where the first Israel was.
Nah, man.
Listen.
I'm in Barbados, man. Them motherfuckers came out of goddamn Khazar.
Listen to what I'm saying.
I mean, I'm
their
sorry.
first,
I'm sorry, but I know my knowledge.
Their homeland
Was
at
Khazar.
first, after that, was in Barbados because they were nomads at first.
All right, yeah.
They had nowhere to settle.
Okay.
So at first, they made a settlement in Barbados, and they called it Israel then.
Okay.
But once that punk ass,
You right. No,
the niggas went to the UN for them motherfuckers. I can't think of the niggas' name.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what caused them to get into the
Tell
Middle East.
the real name of it. Tell the real name of it. What's the real name of it? No, man. Look. We can call them the Hyksos. But these people that we were talking about, that my brother was talking about, are the Ashkenazis.
Ashkenazi.
That's today's term.
The Ashkenazi Jews.
Ashkenazi.
These motherfuckers came from the foothills.
Ashkenazi / Karzais.
We came from the foothills of the mountain of the moon.
All right.
These motherfuckers came from the foothills of the goddamn Caucasus Mountains.
Wow. Wow.
And when these motherfuckers crawled out that damn mountain, we've been living this goddamn strife ever since.
Never, man.
We can't do it.
Let me ask you this then, young brother. Let me ask you this. How old are you, young brother?
I'm 20.
You're 20.
Yeah.
Listen,
So when you turn 25, where do you see black people at?
I see us ruling where we supposed to be at. Like, we gonna be all the niggas that ain't smart, niggas that ain't hip, they ain't gonna be here. Only the niggas that's open to it is gonna take their position.
And what did you see that's gonna get us to that point?
What's gonna get us there?
What is that?
Niggas self-knowledge, bro. Self-knowledge. Niggas don't want to hear the truth. So the niggas that want to hear it, they gonna hear it. Niggas that don't want to hear it, they ain't gonna hear it. It's that simple.
I feel you, brother.
It's that simple.
I feel you.
We out here.
That's real. That's real.
But then again, sometimes people don't have that ear. They receive the knowledge and then reflect back on years later, like, damn, dude told me that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I know on my journey, it took, I reflect on a lot of things that I've been told because I always hung around older cats. Now I'm the older cat. You know what I'm saying? But still, I'm learning from cats like you. You know what I'm saying? You never get to an age where you too cocky or too old to learn from somebody up under you because everybody don't have the same knowledge.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So how important is it?
It's always good to get together and share knowledge like this.
So how important is it for the elders and the youth to connect?
It's very important. Very important. Really, if you ask me, though, that's why we got to a point to where we got a lot of
strong village. had them motherfucking youngsters sit around some elders and let them listen. Let them youngsters listen to some of them old so-called war stories, or boy, when I was your age, because you're gonna learn something.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll be with that,
that's a part of.
I gotta make sure they leave the religion out of that shit.
Of course,
with a lot of that comes because you can't get a shine to that religion. I can't get a shine to that religion.
That's the biggest lie.
That's what got our motherfucking
along with his story,
Brother Red,
religion and his story.
That's
got us fucked up.
Brother Red, you can.